Really understandable why Empire would want to take that away from the side of Na'Vi, but Na'Vi now with this final pickup. I mean, it's a hard one, guys, but any kind of thoughts?
It's just such a bizarre Magnus pick. That's why it's so hard to guess what they're going to do as their last hero. Like, I see Visage, Lina, Bane. I do not think Mag is the follow-up hero to those.
No. Empower is decent with Lina. She hits pretty hard with the... She gets a lot of stats.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, if they had like another support besides like Visage or Bane, like Void would have been a lot better. But still against like Venge, like A-Mother was saying, it's still tough.
Kinda carries are there for offlane.
Oh, Slark.
Oh, it's going to be the
offlane Mag, I think.
Offlane Mag. Sonic Magnus.
Yeah.
I think so.
What do we reckon about that?
Or offlane Slark, but...
Offlane Slark sounds super bad in this game. I'm just being like, that Slark would do nothing the whole game.
Yeah, he would have to recover super hard. Yeah, it makes no sense.
So, I mean, draft-wise, so far at least, Na'Vi going for something a little bit different.
What if they just put Bane Mag together and they just do Slark Visage safe lane? I mean, it's pretty hard to kill Bane Magnus, and they both get like more EXP maybe, and like the Visage needs 6, so you wouldn't be splitting EXP between the Bane and the Visage. What if they dual roam Bane Magnus and skewer people into towers with Nightmare?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, if you kill Viper really easy that way.
It's going to be disruptive.
Maybe Bane lean offlane?
I don't know. This is a really weird draft from Na'Vi, actually.
Yeah, Bane lean offlane, I think. And then the mid with Mag. That makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah. It's a tough lane to
because they need to close the gap, and it's kind of hard when you have Bane. And Lina is just hitting you from 800 range, whatever. 700.
Yeah. It seems like her range actually gets longer every patch. Soon she'll just be sniper range at level 1, 950 range, just fireball.
She now has 3 Light Strike arrays.
Yeah. That sounds legit.
3 smaller ones. That would be pretty cool, actually. But OP.
Mega OP.
Stun with Sven and stun her 3 times with less trouble.
I'm so glad we don't balance Dota. Alright, so draft-wise...
Nice, is the offlane Earthshaker,
I'm Spanish, you should trust me with your balance genius.
Ivan Earthshaker.
Yeah. Oh. I think both teams, again, are quite strong. It's just... Navi's lanes, I think, are much more important for them this game. Like, Slark needs a good start, for sure.
Yeah.
And in the late game, I would actually favor Na'Vi, because Slark is so hard to deal with unless the Disruptor gets like Aghanims or something. Like Slark will eventually get BKB, and then like these tanky heroes just get crushed because they get kited out. Like the Slark comes in the fight, goes out of the fight, comes back in with full health and like 30 Essence Shift stacks, and you get wrecked. So it's really hard to fight into him.
It's certainly an interesting lineup from both sides.
I wonder Empire is going to lane this. I guess they're going to do the normal one, with Viper mid and Earthshaker offlane.
Yeah, it looks
but
like
they could mix things up. Like Gyro mid and then go Viper safe lane.
Right.
I don't know which one is best.
Let's get ourselves into the game. There we go.
I think you would actually want Viper safe lane against the dual off lane.
Oh, we'll see what comes out
we'll see what they do.
From both sides, indeed.
They saw them pick the hero, so they know that Lina is probably going to be offlane.
Isn't it a harder matchup for Gyro against Lina, though? Or, no, actually it's Mag, never mind. I keep forgetting it's Lina support.
I think Gyro against Mag is fine. But, maybe it's not super good, because you can easily get skewered back if you go up on this high ground.
The gank is super easy with Nightmare.
Yeah. I don't think it's that good.
Right. Might kick off it. Artstar, he's going to be able to Nightmare the Disruptor. Do they want to try and fight into this Na'Vi? There's a fair few members of the side of Empire. There's your pounce onto a low hard dance with the Light Strike Array. He'll go down. First blood there to Seneko on his Visage. And
Silent just bailed. He's like, I'm out, see ya.
He was like thinking about taking the sleep, and he's like, hell no!
Wow.
In Russian, of course.
Yes, in Russian.
Okay.
Oh, there might be more here. As well, they're going to be able to position themselves around this bottom bounty rune. But Empire won't be able to try and contest it. Not that they want to. It'll be a little bit scary coming into these heroes.
They're going to get both runes now?
Looks like they might.
Shaker can maybe contest.
He can stun him.
He has to fissure.
Yeah, if he runs in here, he can just fissure and take it. Fissure now.
Nope, they're just going to right-click ward over it. Oh, he dies, maybe.
No,
it's pounce. Okay.
That was awkward.
Yeah, well, at least it'll be solo versus the Slark for a while. Maybe he gets some EXP. Oh, it looks like Visage is already heading up.
Yeah.
Never mind. The dream is dead.
Can't really zone him with W, though.
I mean, he doesn't have a stout shield. You can just walk up and punch him.
Yeah.
The new fissure is actually pretty broken for offlaners. The creeps just stop. Like they're like, I could walk around this, but I'm a little bit tired.
They're like, Let me through the Fisher. Yeah. He's not gonna have a good time here, I think.
Dandy indeed isn't having a good time. Resolution is just harassing the hell out of him here with this Viper. And let's get through it. Let's do a quick rundown of who's on who on both sides. So on the side of Empire, we've got Ivan on the off lane. Earthshaker mid lane is indeed going to be Resolution on his Viper. And that leaves down in the safe lane. Always want to fly on the support Venge and Silent on the Gyrocopter. And there's going to be a Bane.
Wait, what?
A Nightmare and Sleep. But Arstal actually takes the Nightmare off before the Light Strike Array latches. And a little bit of a misplay there potentially. Aloha Dance finally on the side of Empire on that Disruptor. I'm here, of course, with Draskell and 8mother. And Draskell, do you want to tell us what's going on the side of the Dire here on Na'Vi?
All right, so art style, he's going to be handling the Bane. Funnick going to be playing on this Lina, Dendi mid on his Magnus, getting some blabs from the Viper there. Sanako is going to be playing Visage with that Soul Assumption to break the clarity.
Oh, and indeed, Funnick maybe getting caught out here. Finds a nice two-man Light Strike Array, but it doesn't matter. Silent picks himself off a kill off the back of that.
He doesn't even bother with the barrage. This is like...
He knows. And finally, of course, we have Havos. He's playing the safe lane Slark here. But I think this is one of those games where maybe Empire might be the ones who are pressured a bit to try to end. I mean, you're going to have an empowered Slark. Not a lot of people think about Slark as the obvious partner, but it is still dangerous.
Might get caught out here.
Yeah.
Venge and Disruptor, they're there with the Thunderstrike, with the right clicks. Artstar doing his best to run away, but he will go down.
He could have brain sapped.
You can kill him, that glimpse. He's dead.
Yep, indeed, in comes Silent, and there's your glimpse. Oh, straight down into the river. Funnick, he finds a nice Light Strike Array.
He's alive.
Oh, he denies Hirosh.
No.
Boop. One more hit, one more hit. No! What a player. That was so close.
That was really close. I mean, this lane is a disaster for them now.
Yep.
I mean, Amo, they're talking about kind of the game plan for the other sense for both sides and the lanes as well in particular at this point. Who's coming out on top and who's looking to make something happen earlier than the other side?
Empire are winning for sure.
Yeah.
It's not even close.
I think this Na'Vi lane would go a lot better, but they just feed. I don't know why.
Yeah, Art's with the casual Nightmare toggle for like no reason on bottom when he just attacked.
Yeah, that was a disaster. That could have been a lot different. Yeah. I don't know what happened actually.
Would have been a lot more damage at the very least on the hero. It's kind of tough though, I think, because if you get glimpsed into Rocket Barrage bottom, you're like dead no matter what.
Yep. And they have the Venge down on top of that.
Yeah.
Earthshaker is not getting any last hits, he's level 2.
Oh, Dandy, he's got a haste through there, but he will get glimpsed back. Maybe he goes back in for round 2 though. He's thinking about it, going towards the mid lane. Maybe seeing if he can do anything against Viper. But Resolution's going to be a little bit hard to catch out, and he's topped up to full health. This is not a kill that Dandy can really go for. Just tries to trade a little bit of harassment here with the Viper, but...
I don't know why he's trading with him, to be
honest. I was going to say, he's taking more damage than he's dealing here.
Yeah, typically you don't trade with Viper, just for that reason. Like, you're never actually going to win, and he's even maxing Nether Toxin, so every time you take damage, his Nether Toxin hits you harder and harder and harder, so every successive hit is worse for you.
I'm actually surprised he went free in Nether Toxin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're playing against a mag who knows you're skilling corrosive, he might just try to avoid you with shockwave.
Oh, Bane, he's going to get caught out here by the Wave of Terror, the Magic Missile, but the Nightmare coming out. And the Light Strike Array onto 2. They might be able to turn this one around, Na'Vi. They're going to find a Aloha Dance here on the Disruptor. Now they're going to head up to the high ground, looking for Always Want to Fly on the Visage. There's Silent coming in on the Gyrocopter with the Rocket Barrage, doing a fair bit of damage to Lina, chasing down Funnick. Maybe going to be able to bring down Funnick. Funnick heads to high ground. Oh, he's still alive. He will, yeah, he's going to live. Bane pays with his life. But looks like Funnick will be able to deny himself to neutrals. And
that Fissure was
they
so
did
close.
look for the Fissure, but
I don't know if it was close. It was kind of...
That was
laggy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Should just rename the skill to Lag Strike
There was the glimpse there onto Seneko, bringing him back, and that doesn't matter because he's already dead. There's no bringing him back when he's already gone. But 6 for 3 at the moment. Empire slightly coming out on top with all this aggression from both sides.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Na'Vi, like their rotations in the early game, like Magnus, obviously not a great matchup against Viper, so Resolution is having a ball of a time. A lot of the game, I think, is going to be placed on if they can get the good RPs mid-game. He's going to need Blink, and he's going to have some really, really nice ultimates, and then Havost obviously farming very well on top of that. So Na'Vi still have a chance here. And if anything goes too badly for them, they can just try to delay, I guess. Wait for Havost to get enough farm to be able to just, like, YOLO 1v5.
Yeah.
Because he has, maybe not 1v5, but he has really good potential in this game against these types of heroes.
I mean, if they get a good RP off, they have a good wombo combo. I mean, with the Light Strike Array and like the AoE they have, and birds even. forward.
Yeah.
Diving for Artstar here with Thunderstrike, which is going to be able to brain sap the Vengeful Spirit. Found himself a kill. They did already
Dendi.
lose the Lina. Dendi coming in,
RP.
finding Silent there with the RP and holding him under the tower. Now being held in place by the Nightmare. Fisher comes out, catches out Dendi. A Soul Assumption flies through. Isn't quite enough to bring Silent down. He remains alive. Seneko getting himself very low here. A low hard dance trying to chase it down with the right clicks. But 7 for 4 at the moment between these two sides. And even with the RP there, Dendi not quite able to find the kill onto Silent's Gyro. And what, Silent? He's still hanging
so
about
aggressive.
here. He's just coming in. The Fisher did catch out Dendi, keeping him low, but he's going to be able to bottle himself up. And Silent will be able to get himself out as well via the Ancients here.
Meanwhile, Slark Country has Midas now.
I wonder if Midas is the choice here. I mean, it's not as if Empire can't push. You got 2 range heroes who can just sit and hit the tower, and their team fight is very scary. So I think if Empire see this, they try to pressure a bit more.
Yeah, I think it's fine though. Whenever you can get Midas like this, I think you should, because he's not a flash farmer in any way.
Artstar trying to set up something here with the Nightmare, but a very nice Fisher there, stopping the aggression
And
coming
Empire
out from
doesn't really
Snake and
have great push either.
No.
So
I don't know, this is a... I guess it's not that lopsided. Like, it's still 7-4, and Dendi is still getting some farm. He's not, like, super far behind the Viper or anything like that. It's definitely not like last game where the art style Enchantress had, like, no net worth at all. So they definitely have a bit of a better start, I would say.
Oh, Ivan returning to the top lane. Seneca's going to spot him out. And they'll just trade a little punch with each other, but they do keep themselves away at the end of the day. Artstar rotating towards the mid lane as well, seeing if he can help out Dendi here, look for a potential kill. Indeed, it has been spotted out here by this Radiant Observer Ward. Dendi, he has got RP again in 15 seconds, but this Viper is going to be quite a tanky guy to bring down, especially with that corrosive skin scaled.
Yeah, you can't really gank him unless you dump like 3 or 4 heroes on him. That's the only way. And even then, Empire could easily react to that. You have just like Disruptor, for example. You can just stop a hero from being at the gank entirely.
yeah, he doesn't have maxed out corrosive yet though, which I'm quite surprised about. Since they have Bane, which is a great roaming support. If he finds you with 1 point of corrosive early on, and he sleeps in the river and you skewer to tower, you're probably dead.
Yeah.
But I guess they knew they were like forced to pressure bottom lane.
Oh, Bane there,
doesn't get-
trying to save the bounty rune there for Dendi, but Loa Dance coming in with the cheeky deny there. That's just going to waste some of Magnus's time, of course, heading out of the mid lane for that one.
What a play.
It's still like... I still feel like Na'Vi are getting enough out of their lanes. Like, even if they're losing on kills, they just need Dendi's blink. That's the only thing that they're really overly concerned with. The Disruptor plays will be important during mid-game. Like, Aloha Dance, can he get like some good static storms to stop the skewer? Or can he get a glimpse on somebody to make a big play off of that?
Yeah, I mean, Lina is still getting levels down here. She's 5 now and has face boots. It's decent. It's really good, actually.
Yeah, once she gets 6.
Yeah, and Slark is having a a really good time.
Yeah, yeah.
He's even farming jungle now because he maxed out Dark Pact. You can farm very good in jungle, actually.
Yeah. I wonder if he just goes back for Aquila now. I think you kind of need it for the mana.
I think so. I think it's too good to like...
Mid lane, Viper strike onto Dendi, but he's able to skewer himself back. He's going to tick fairly low, but he will be okay in this situation. He's coming
Did you
down
buy
to
a
just
blink?
over 100.
I bought... Oh yeah, bought mana boots. Alright.
Yeah, it delays his blink by a while. But Na'Vi are playing this pretty greedy, considering like Midas on the Slark, and then Arcanes before blink on Mag. So I guess they're not feeling the pressure from Empire right now. They're just like, yeah, we'll play it slow.
Yeah. But I mean, mana boots gives you the chance to play even further with the shockwave spam at towers.
And Lina as well.
Yeah.
Oh, a glimpse here onto the Bane. He's going to nightmare himself, but he isn't able to protect himself from that glimpse, of course. And now in comes the Resolution rotation. Magic Missile as well, holding the Bane in place, and he will go down here. Resolution Viper being able to pick himself up the kill with that cheeky little rotation.
I think my sombrero is stuck in my microphone. Where? How do I?
Over. There we go.
There we go.
You're good.
Sorry about that. RIP headphone users, probably.
Top lane. Visage and Antavos, they did go in for the kill onto Ivan and the Earthshaker, and they found themselves a bit of positive action there as well. So a very nice kill, of course, for this Horst Slark to be involved in, and especially the fact, as we keep pointing out, this Slark has been totally uncontested so far in the game, top of the net worth, and with a very reasonable timing on the Midas. So Horst is going to get fairly scary fairly shortly, and picking up the Claymore now, looks to be going for that Shadow Blade after the treads.
It's a solid pickup. It's really nice for being able to kill supports, but it is easily countered. And Shadowblade becomes better once tier 1s start dropping. Whereas if you just have Shadowblade and you're pushing into a tier 1 tower, it's pretty useless other than just trying to run away.
Yeah. And I think it's a lot more viable now since the upgrade, the Silver Edge.
Yeah.
Which is kind of overhyped in my opinion. But it's actually good against Viper because you remove Corrosive Skin.
Yeah.
And then you can Silver Edge and then lean ult or whatever and it dies instantly.
I think it's another quality of life item. Like, for example, Guardian Greaves, where you want to combine them.
Yeah.
But if you think of it in that sense, the Silver Edge is actually better because the recipe is very cheap. It's only 325, as opposed to Guardian Greaves, which are 1650. So for Slark, who kind of needs HP, being able to make a casual Sange into Silver Edge is really nice, I think.
Yeah, it just makes Shadowblade a lot more viable for late game.
Yeah.
Like, being able to upgrade it. I don't think you want to upgrade it right away, but rather later on, when you don't have item slots.
So you think like Shadowblade BKB maybe, or something like that?
Yeah, or Shadowblade Skadi, or whatever you feel like.
Smoke up in the mid lane. Ivan and Silent coming in with resolution. In fact, the entire team's here. They're going to be able to glimpse Dendy back into the static storm cooldown as well. They do not want Dendy surviving. And now with the Viper strike onto Artstar, they might be able to find themselves a second kill. They will indeed. And a full 5-man rotation there from the side of Empire. But Silent is able to pick up a double kill off the back of it.
A very nice use of flat cannon there from Silent. He kept vision and just kept hitting the tower to ensure that Artstar would die there. It was a really nice play. And they threw the kitchen sink on Dendy. Jesus. They're like, yep, you're dead. See ya. But it's worth it. I mean, if you get a tier 1, you stop Dendy from getting his blink. Really nice rotation here from Empire. They can even try to go top if they want.
Very nice stuff.
You're just going to park Viper at the bottom tower now as well.
Yeah.
And off the back of this stack here, even though, of course, Vorst got himself a very early Midas, Jara is now going to be top of the net worth board.
Yeah, I mean, the Gyro late game against Slark is actually a terrible matchup.
Yeah.
Because you can literally never kill the Slark. But it's still going to be a while before Havos feels, I think, confident enough to just go in and start fighting. And Empire don't really seem too concerned about it, so they're the undefeated team here at the Dream League. They're 5-0. So if they're not concerned, I guess I shouldn't be either. Maybe their game plan is just to try to secure Roshan, keep pushing the other tier 1s. They're going to smoke now. Okay, here we go.
See, Jara as well, very close to picking up that SMY, just needs to get that final 10 gold for the Belt of Strength. I mean, is this a game that Jara needs to be thinking about picking up a BKB, or because there's so much physical damage and spells that pierce magic immunity is not necessarily? Oh.
Well,
I think BKB is good, because like mitigating the damage.
Yeah.
But they have so much stuff that goes through it that is not super crucial either.
See,
and you have the swap as well, so.
Yes, I guess they do have that to save the Gyro if he's in a dodgy position. Oh, Funnick could be in a bit of a dodgy position. They hazard guess it the wrong way there.
Oh, what a TP.
And Funnick there.
They didn't have wave either.
Jukes it out.
The kinetic field vision wasn't enough to show Funnick, so they just assumed that he was below there, I guess.
Yeah.
Dendy is coming in. Of course, doesn't have the blink. He's very close to it. 1,500 gold. He has got RP available, though, if he wants to look to try and go, but it's going to be hard to find the gap closer here, especially with this Radiant Ward up on the high ground, scouting out this exact positioning of Artstar and Dendy.
This is really good awareness from Navi, de-warding this right away. I don't think they saw him walk in there with Venge either.
No, they didn't.
So they just assumed. That was really good play from them.
Vorst with the Shadow Blade. Does he want to go for some action resolution? No, he's going to straight past resolution.
No, he went away.
This could be a big initiation here, straight onto a low hard dance. Static Storm does get thrown down. He pops the charges. He might be able to get himself out the swap as well. They've actually killed Vorst. He's the first to die in this fight, and no one falling on the side of Empire. Resolution's making his way in. They might be able to find some more after they take down Vorst. Artstar taking the punches in from point attack. He goes down. There's your glimpse onto Dendy. Dendy skewers out, but there's an Earthshaker and a Viper there chipping away. He's down. Now the Fisher holding back Funnick. Funnick's going to fall as well. It's 4 heroes down. Triple kill for Silent on the Gyrocopter. That went absolutely horribly for Na'Vi with that initiation from a Vorst on the slot.
They needed more follow-up. They needed like the Lina to be in range to throw out a spell, because as soon as the Disruptor notices, there's like no stun, and you can't underestimate Static Storm. Like, that's their method of killing the Slark. Like, that's what they need to do to kill him. So the fact that Havos opened with his team being so far away was a little bit of a misplay maybe, but they did have an opportunity there. They just didn't execute it the proper way.
Yeah, that was a great Static Storm and the kinetic field from Aloha Dance. Like,
really nice play from Disruptor.
He soloed the Slark basically, and that call down on top just finished him so hard.
And that's why I feel like BKB, if you're going to make those plays, you need BKB against Disruptor.
That is very true. Like, Disruptor is a counter Slark in my opinion.
Yeah.
They really need to get this Blink Diagonal line. I think they're trying to do way too much. I guess they think they're doing Roshan right now.
Yeah, Na'Vi smoking up, and they want to
They have
continue
vision
to
of
look for
them.
aggression, but obviously the last fight didn't go great. There's Silent and Aloha Dance both here. Vorst going in with the Shadow Blade. He really wants to get revenge on this Disruptor. He's going to go for it, but there's a cooldown. It's going to catch Seneko and Dendy. Silent, he is going to get skewered as well. They have brought down Aloha Dance. It looks like they might be able to find Silent as well. He's trying to duke it out here with the phase boost, the SMY, but the Fish are holding the back. It doesn't matter. The Solar Submission flies through. Seneko on a killing spree as he finds the kill onto Silent. Vorst, he's looking for Ivan here, chasing it down. They've got the Visage Familiars closing in as well. The Pounce will just clip the Ivan, and Ivan on the Earthshaker falls as well. So Na'Vi coming back with a very nice smoke and finding 3 kills off the back of it.
The chaotic small-scale fights are what Na'Vi want. That's where Slark thrives, for sure. You can just go in and be a nuisance. You pop your Shadow Dance for 1 kill, and then all of a sudden they're just like 3v5 or like 2v4 or something like that, and you just continue your pressure from there. But this is a good Roshan opportunity as well. Core down on Empire. Like, contesting this is not really that easy if you're Empire. You do have Static Storm, though. Maybe you could try.
They're coming in
This
a lot.
Viper is tanky.
They're going to look for the plays here, potentially. Wavertail's going to scout it out. There's a fair few heroes fairly low. Light Striker Ray catches out 5. Magic Missile onto Lina. Now your Static Storm right in between
so
them and
low.
the pit. And let him always want to fly, walks in. He's trying to find some kills at the back
Oh,
with the skewer
God.
from Dendy. Bringing him out. There's going to be the RP as well. Trying to keep Dendy alive as he's running away. There'll be the glimpse onto Voss. Bring him into the pit. Doesn't manage to get out. Shadow does, but the cooldown. The slow will find him. He goes down
my
as well here in the
God.
Roche pit. 3 heroes falling on Na'Vi. They only lost the Vengeful Spirit. And Na'Vi, they've just set up this Roche for a very, very easy Aegis for the side of Empire there.
So many
denied
plays.
it.
Oh, they denied the Aegis. Seneko.
Oh,
What a
The
joke.
birds. Okay, plays on plays.
Hey,
And then
birds.
more plays. I was like, first off, Aloha Dance isolates Funnick from the rest of his team. Like, everybody on the side of Na'Vi is at like 20% health, like sitting behind the Static Storm and Kinetic Field. So Funnick dies. Like, he can't do anything. And then afterwards, the swap in from Always Want to Fly to try to steal the Aegis of the Roshan. Dendy skewers him out of the pit to RP him to stop him from stealing. And then the glimpse back onto Havos to immediately pop Shadow Dance, but still gets hit by a call down while he's in his ult. Like, and then the birds deny the Aegis. That was like the most disgusting
now you
Roshan fight
glimpse
ever.
onto Dendy, gets caught here in the party ring. Viper Strike as well. Silent moving in with the corner. I'm going to catch Seneko and Dendy. Dendy's down. Seneko trying to turn around to Resolution with the Fiend's Grip. They will be out in the brain sap, finishing him off. Double kill for Silent though, as he's also found the Lina. And it will be held in place here by the Nightmare from Artstyle. And Havor's coming in, maybe seeing if he can pick off this Jaro. And Jaro getting himself very low. Will get swapped out. It won't disjoint the Solar Submission that flies through. He falls here. The Fisher will catch Artstyle. 3 heroes down the side of Na'Vi. Vorst is able to help clean up the Disruptor. 3 for 3 trade there in the mid lane. It's a messy game, boys.
Definitely better for Na'Vi, though. They killed both cores. Like, Gyro and Viper both died. Slark lived through the entire engagement, so definitely a win there if you're a Na'Vi fan. But still, they have a little bit of work to do. The Shaker has Blink now. Like, Blink on Shaker is also a really big deal for Slark because there's not a whole lot of abilities on Empire that can be ground targeted. I mean, I guess you have Call Down, the Static Storm, and Shaker. Those are like your 3 main methods. So the fact that he can get in and wait for a Dark Pact and then immediately echo him, like, that's the dream. That's how you want to counterplay the Slark.
Yeah, it's definitely kind of a counter to Slark as well with the instant lockdown he like supplies.
Yeah.
So
You just got to be really careful because if you
Yeah.
mistime your Echo and you hit him during a Dark Pact, it can just be the end of you.
maybe he gets BKB off or whatever.
Yeah, I think he'll go BKB next.
Yeah,
I
I think that's the correct choice. I'm surprised he went back to Aquila.
Yeah.
I think he should have got a lot sooner.
Maybe he just realized afterwards, like, oh, I actually need the mana regen from
Like the
this.
stats are really good as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Vost now with that Ogre Club, and as you said, you'd be more kind of opting towards the BKB rather than completing off a Silver Edge at this point?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like, the only way you die is the Disruptor or the Shaker. Like, if you have a magic immunity, Silence got an S and Y and phase, I think. So it's not like he hits really that hard. It's just more of a matter of the rocket barrage
There's a
damage is
BKB now.
insane. Oh, yeah, it's
Smoke up
BKB, okay.
from both sides here. Empire, they're heading into their own jungle. Na'Vi with a little bit of a wraparound. Maybe they can catch Empire on the back foot here. They're going to turn around Empire. They're looking for the fight. Wave of Terror will catch Seneko. There's going to be a TP into the tower from Resolution. There's your cooldown, but the Static Storm holding Dendy in place. They have already lost the Bane. They're going to lose Dendy as well. 2 heroes make that 3 heroes down as Lina's not able to TP out. They do manage to keep Havorst
That was
and
insane.
Seneko safe, but what a catch out there from Empire, turning around the smoke on smoke from Na'Vi.
Yvonne with the 3-man fissure. Like,
yeah,
that just
he just
ended the fight.
split the fight and then he was stuck here with the Static Storm.
Yeah.
He couldn't do anything. It was great. It was great. That was a perfect Fisher, if I've ever seen one.
23-12 here for the side of Empire. 20 minutes in. They're going to be able to potentially take this tier 2. Bane's going to be back in a second, but still Dendy and Funnick still down on the sidelines. I mean, and Na'Vi's still got a chance here, or is it looking pretty rocky for them?
They still got a chance with high ground.
Definitely.
Like that's the Magnus stream,
the Magnus
right?
stream, yeah.
But it's still tough. Like they can't really fight an open map anymore until Slark has BKB. That's the most important thing for them right now. It's like they need an empowered Slark with a BKB, and they can easily turn an engagement.
He's gonna have Ag on
He's going to
Viper
go
soon.
straight for a low hard dance here with the Dark Pack, pops the Shadow Dance as well. Wants to make sure he can get away with it. And the Echo Slam, keeping a low hard dance in place. Inferno on the Earthshaker, Fisher as well. Dendy to fall and force, trying to get himself into the high ground. He goes down as well. Somebody stop this Earthshaker because he's walking all over Na'Vi.
That was a great Echo Slam. Stopped Dendy right in his tracks. He was going to RP, but...
They know he has a blink now.
Oh, I mean, yeah, if Vans play this game, we're talking about the Fisher's disrupt. He's being so disruptive to what Na'Vi are trying to do. The Earthshaker pick really throwing a spanner into their works.
Yeah, I love the Shaker pick when I saw it too, because it's just good against Magnus in general and Bane, because he has such a long reach that you can stop the Bane Fiend's grip from pretty much anywhere, and you have a Disruptor too, so the Bane is not really able to easily get into an engagement. I mean, our style is like 1-8 right now. He's not had a great series, but I don't know, man. Empire just seems to be playing at another level.
I mean, Disruptor as well. He's only 1,500 away from his Aghanims.
Yeah,
that's insane.
And that's terrifying because that means if you don't BKB immediately on Slark, you have the chance of just getting wrecked by Static Storm. Because obviously you can't BKB when it's already on you. So you kind of have to use it at maybe an inopportune time just to keep yourself safe. And then the wasted BKB can also lose you the fight. So the timing window that Slark had to buy BKB maybe not as wide as he was hoping for, and that's kind of also the thing that happens when you buy Midas. Like, I'm not saying Midas was bad this game. I just think that delaying the BKB hurts.
I mean, I think there's a Mithril Hammer on the curry.
But I mean, the Midas has already paid for itself, but at this point.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter. But yeah, Echo Slam into Disruptor ulti is gonna be scary. And even if he gets his BKB off, Viper has an Aghanims.
Yeah. I mean, realistically, your Dark Pact is going to be up 2 times before Viper Strike is even up again once, so...
Can you even perch it? I don't think you can perch it.
Yeah, you can. Because
sure?
if you BKB after Viper Strike, it removes the debuff. But if you get Viper Struck after you BKB, the slow is applied.
Oh.
It's a really weird mechanic. But yeah, you can definitely purge it.
Sounds weird, because I saw Viper's kind of counter to Slark as well. But it might
Wait,
be...
does it actually work that way? I know BKB gets rid of it.
Yeah, that's probably true. But
I don't know if Dark Pact gets rid of
it.
it. Yeah, maybe you're right,
I don't think you can purge it through. Yeah. Oh, there's going to be Dendy caught out here. Static Storm.
See ya.
Oh, he's so dead. He is so dead. Resolution, being able to tick him over there on the Viper. He's going to be back in 40 seconds, so he doesn't have buyback. Maybe he's going to be back in time for the high ground defense. Depends how much Empire want to push it at this point. They're leading forward here. If they can find it out, Funnick, but Funnick will be able to get himself to high ground. The cooldown, and that will get
the vision from the cooldown.
Oh, boys, Empire.
That synergy.
How did he see him before?
Cooldown.
Yeah, but I mean, how did he know he was even there?
Oh, that one is a little bit weird, yeah. I don't know.
The sensors. We've got they had the ward vision here, I guess, that's
yeah, maybe saw him walking up there and then they just assumed that they were close enough.
Yeah.
Here we go, on to the tier 3s now. What can Na'Vi do to stop this? They've got Dendy back up in 5 seconds with the RP. We're going to need a massive RP really to kind of
it's going to be hard
to
get a good RP against this kind of setup. Like, if you're going to get an RP, they need to be fighting already. That's the problem.
Oh, smoke up straight away here from the side of Na'Vi.
Hot double sentry. They can't see anyway, though. They're just going to back. I think that's definitely the safe call.
Yeah. You have to respect the RP high ground defense.
Yeah.
Even as BKB. Do they know about this?
I don't think so. I think they smoked as soon as he got it, so now they're just looking for a pick. Man, Salin is so tanky right now.
Oh god, yeah.
On with this Glimmer Cape, he's going to be hard for the side of Na'Vi to burst him.
I mean, using a smoke like this just to kill Avenge is like... I mean, yeah, a kill is a kill, but it almost feels like a waste, kind of, to like 5-man smoke for a support.
Yeah, for sure. But at this point, you just buy some time by killing a support.
Oh my god.
Aghanims disrupt to complete 25 minutes in.
Okay, so basically what needs to happen is Havos needs to find the Disruptor and kill him and BKB. Otherwise, his fight is over. Like, he can't really go anywhere after that. But if he does that and Empire kind of clump up around Havos, maybe you look for a good RP. That's like the counterplay. But the Shaker never has to go in. That's the problem. Like, the Shaker doesn't have to go in until Dendi's in the fight.
He even has a Glimmer Cape now.
Yeah. It's so hard to counterplay the Shaker in this matchup.
So really, so you're saying in kind of a fight situation, you're going to imagine Havor's leading the way, going straight in onto the Disruptor, then the side of Empire maybe being drawn in towards Havor, then the RP comes, but then at the same time...
He could actually go Shaker first. Like, if he finds Avon with Shadowblade and catches him with BKB...
He might find himself a killer. Oh, the pounce misses! Oh no! It's a disaster. Always want to fly is going to be fine.
Yeah, but I think he has to go Shaker. I don't even think he can go Disruptor.
Yeah. It's kind of awkward how they actually start a fight with their lineup. They don't have any jewels on Lina or anything.
Yeah. Their initiator is the Slark.
They have to front line with the Slark.
Saneko is going to be a little bit of trouble here. He's going to reach some of the familiars. Fisher comes out with the right clicks from Resolution flying through.
The stuns?
He's all with the...
No, he's dead, I think.
Are you sure?
Grape Shield speed.
He's dead.
No, he didn't enchant! He's out! And there's going to be a little dodge thrown down a Static Storm.
He's the Static Storm.
As he does get skewered back, Hardstyle actually Fiend's Gripping silent. Takes a crap ton of damage there from the Rocket Barrage. Echo Slam holding the Lina in place. He goes down as well. It's two heroes falling in. Force will be able to get himself out, but... a messy fight, that one. RP is still available, though, for Dendi, and there is no Static Storm as it's already been used.
Uncharacteristic misplay, though, from Avon. Not realizing that there's, like, only one place he could possibly go to, and just not judging the distance properly. Still, though, they get two. They're going to be up really quickly, though. I don't think that Empire want to try to commit too hard to this. No Shaker ulti.
I mean,
no static field.
How do Na'Vi even win a fight at this point? They have to get like a 5-man RP.
If they're going to win a fight, this is going to be the fight they're going to win, because there's no ultis, and there's no BKB.
They have to get like a 4 or 5-man RP.
No, they're using the Burst to scout.
Oh, here comes
this is
Havor. Where's Dendi? He might come in. There's going to be the dark power from Havor.
He just blinked back.
Did he misclick?
No, he got Viper Striked.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, they're going to bring Havor's Freyla. Havor's is going to go down here. Silent gets nightmared up. He gets taken off there by a low dancer. Silent's just going to chase Saneko down. Saneko falls as well. This is two heroes down on the side of Na'Vi. And Dendi getting glimpsed back will blink out, and I mean, yeah, you're all watching it. Where was the blink initiation from Dendi?
He was getting Viper Strike, so he blink dodged it by going back.
But that, of course, I guess still worked out in the sense
that means Havor's initiation.
Yeah, but then it's 12 seconds for Dendi not to come in again.
Oh, this is Resolution just cleaning up here. Silent will take a look at it. There's a nice up. RP, but the stone holding Havor's in place. Static Storm onto Dendi and Havor's. Dendi falls, Havor's will follow. It's a triple kill for Resolution. GG is called 35-12, 28 minutes in. Na'Vi did their best, but Empire proving to be the absolute powerhouse. This is the 6th match in a row that they've been able to take here at the ASUS ROG DreamLeague, and they're just looking so strong.
The Shaker pick, like, totally destroyed them. Like, every single time Dendi wants to go in, he has to worry about getting glimpsed, static stormed, or shakered. And the problem at the end is that the BKB from Slark